Hey now guys, what is happening? I'm back with another review for you. Volume 13, Inner Demons of Silver Surfer, covering 1996 to 1998, issues 123 to 138, -1, and the annual 97, this one being issue 128, where, just so you know, this is not the actual Silver Surfer. This is actually not a clone, but a double of Silver Surfer that goes mad, and Daredevil and Spider-Man attempt to stop him from his rampage. A lot happens in this issue. A lot happens in this volume of issues. Apparently, now we have J.M. DeMatteis as the writer, the predominant writer. Tom DeFalco chipping in here and there. And we have various artists. We have, we have Ron Garney, Carrie Nord is one of them, Paul Pelletier. We have, who's this guy right here? Tom Grummett. It's getting dark here, so I can't see. And Val Semikes, who did the annual with J.M. DeMatteis. So yeah, I'm losing daylight, so I'm gonna do this as quickly as I can. First of all, what I've noticed really amazing. What I find most interesting about this volume is that Alicia Masters, the blind sculptress, is now suddenly a supporting character in this book. A little bit of the backstory is that turns out Zenla was an illusion, and in this volume we find out that Galactus, back in 1947, Galactus had created Zenla in order to he did it for Silver Surfer. He knew that one day Silver Surfer would probably turn on him. I don't know how or why he would know that, but he knew that Surfer would break free as his herald and come back to Zenla. But it turns out it had already been destroyed, not by Galactus, not by him, but by the Other, which turns out to be, at first, it's a bunch of gray aliens with the big heads and whatever, but turns out it's actually a psychic monster, like a psychic mental monster in another dimension. And later on, he, of course, fights the Other. And he's trying to recover all his lost emotions, his lost soul, doesn't remember. But eventually, with Alicia, they go back in time to 1947. Alicia temporarily gets her eyesight back. Silver Surfer finds Galactus dead at first, and himself, Silver Surfer, dead. But then they reawaken, and he tells him the truth, like, hey, Zenla is not real, and one day you'll realize this. And of course, he did last volume. In issue 122, he discovers that Zenla was just an illusion. Shalabal really is dead, and that's that. He has no home. So now he comes back to Earth, hooks up with Alicia. They kind of sort of have a thing going there. And he eventually meets this dude named Scryer in the annual 97. I don't know if it's the same Scryer from Amazing Spider-Man. It doesn't look like him. But he's a very powerful god. And they eventually take on the Other together in space. After they take... Okay, so another big issue is that Surfer eventually dies. Mephisto wants a soul, of course, but Mephisto's no longer ruler of hell because apparently Blackheart kicked him out and took over. So there's this whole saga from like 134 to 137 where Agatha Harkness joins to help Alicia rescue the Surfer. Scryer comes back to help them defeat Mephisto. Mephisto possesses Agatha, and then they get rid of Mephisto, and then Surfer is resurrected in 137, and then he and Scryer take on the Other in another dimension, and they don't defeat him. They defeat him, but they put him in a prison where he can't get out for X amount of years, but apparently he will at some point. The -1 actually deals with the Other. There are also some more new characters, new supporting characters. This black police officer named Justice Rose, her mother Henrietta, and in the -1 issue, Henrietta it details how Henrietta had been abducted by the aliens who are the other, but they're not aliens. They just look like aliens, and they made her blind, and they tortured her, experimented on her, and Silver Surfer had saved her, and then brought her back home. So then in the subsequent issues of Silver Surfer, he is the her savior, and she's blind, so she can't. I'm talking about Henrietta, not Alicia. I don't know where it was going with them. I mean, who cares? But I found it interesting that Surfer and Alicia hooked up. Surfer, of course, goes to Alicia because, as we know, Alicia was the one who awakened Surfer's human emotions originally, back in the trilogy, issues 48 to 50 of Fantastic Four. So now he's back in her life. The Fantastic Four, along with the Avengers, are dead because of the Onslaught event. But of course, in issue 138, the Thing comes back, and Alicia's like, oh gee, do I choose Surfer? Do I choose the Thing? Ben? But Ben does something pretty brave and mature, and he lets her go. Meanwhile, the Puppet Master also comes back. That's Alicia's stepfather. He's now part of this cult. Yeah, like this cult on this island fortress named Satori. That's led by his old colleague, Dr. Ganger. Ganger has this granddaughter named Sorrentino, and these biotechnic clones who kidnap Alicia at first. Then they kidnap... I'm sorry. No, they don't kidnap Alicia. They kidnap Puppet Master, Philip, and also Surfer, because they think Surfer is a cosmic messiah, but Surfer repudiates them. He's like, no, I don't want to be your messiah. You're foolish. And then they attack him, and then he escapes. So then they create another image, which was based on, it was created by Philip Masters, the Puppet Master, imbued with the power cosmic of the Surfer, and then given sentient life. And now he's the cosmic messiah. This is in 138, and the Thing and Surfer have to team up together to stop him. I feel like there's more, and this is a really hard to find volume, Inner Demons. This is 136. This is where Mephisto takes over Agatha Harkness, and of course Surfer he doesn't possess her, but with Alicia's permission, he inhabits her body. So at one point, you see a Silver Surfer with titties, which is pretty funny. But yeah, a lot of the stories were pretty basic. You know, we're gearing up to the end, the final 8 issues of Silver Surfer before it cancels with issue 146. Wow. Time flies by. It's only 11 years. This third volume went from 1987 to 1998. This is it right here. Volume 14, Sunrise and Shadow Fall. This is going to be the next one, guys. 1998 to 2000. We wrap up the entire series, and then that's it. Apparently, the next series of Silver Surfer to come will be in 2003. So maybe that'll be a modern epic. I don't know if they decide to do a Silver Surfer modern epic. That's a possibility. But yeah, that's the last one. This is the last one right here, Volume 14. Looking forward to this. I don't have really much to say else about this. Inner Demons. Yeah, so Spidey and Daredevil try to help in issue 128 and fail. But that's a rogue Silver Surfer. That's not the real one. He becomes Norrin Rad. He actually becomes like his original self, and then he meets Justice Rose, who's a black police officer woman. Spidey did tell them that Puppet Master was abducted by the Ganger clones. That's how they knew where to find him on Satori. That was like 129, 130, 131. And then they go back in the past, 1947, which was really cool. Oh, I should show you guys. It's really cool because it shows, I don't have my glasses. Never mind. Try to buy this, guys, if you can. I don't know. Here, I'll show you some stuff inside. Nice shiny pages, very glossy. This is by LSC Communications back in 2019. This is, yeah. So this is like them back in time. Hold on, there's a cool shot of the opening. Oh shit, hold on. Shoot. Where they go back in time. I was just trying to look and see. Oh boy, it's a pretty long extended storyline, but yeah, they go back in time. Oh, Alicia meets her father, Jacob Reese, and Philip when he's a young man with hair. She goes to see the Danny Kaye movie, The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I just love when they use real life. That was a real life movie, by the way. Yeah, Galactus. Yeah, this is her father. This is Alicia's father right there. And he's, good looking guy, good rendering, good drawing of an actual person. Yeah, this is where she goes to see The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which came out in 1947. Yeah, Alicia decked out pretty nicely, looking like a fox. Yeah. Where is it? No. Yeah, it starts with 129. Hold on. I just love this panoramic shot. Just give me a second, guys. Where is it? Oh, God. Okay, it's the -1. Never mind. Just trust me. It's pretty cool. That's about it, guys. Inner Demons. Oh, writing-wise, much better post George Perez. Yeah, vast improvement. J.M. DeMatteis, I wasn't worried. I figured it was going to be good. And Tom DeFalco here and there. So yeah, this is the next one. And this one's also going to be with J.M. DeMatteis, Tom DeFalco, Louis Simonson, John Buscema, and some dude named Muth. I think that's John Muth. I don't know. But yeah, pretty cool. This is from the Loftier Than Mortals #2 issue of Silver Surfer. So check that out. All right, guys, I'm just rambling. Let me know in the comments what you think. I read these epics so you don't have to, but as always, I encourage you to read them, guys. Let me know what you are reading right now in the comments section. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Or don't, but please do. All right, guys, I'll see you in a couple days. Bye now.